Hello? Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. There's a cat throwing up upstairs. Wait, is that you, Gobi? No, she's going to investigate the cat that's vomiting. Anyway. Hello, welcome, welcome. My name is Lilybwees. I'm your divorced, agoraphobic hagtuber. Welcome, welcome. I should maybe tweak that intro. I'm back. I was gone for a little from illness, and then I traveled, and now I'm back for like a week before I disappear again because my mom's visiting, and she's gonna help me finally unpack after a year or two. But anyway, welcome, welcome. I will admit I maybe shouldn't have traveled with my health how it is. I am paying for it dearly at this point, but that's okay. Next month I'm getting surgery, hopefully, to rip out the organ in question. So hopefully I should be better by then. Anyway, a lot of things have happened. I've been thinking about a lot of things. I've missed streaming. I've enrolled in a master's program that'll start in April. I'm banking on my health being good by then, because otherwise I'm not going to be able to manage it. But what do you mean no more spicy food? It's just no more spicy food for like a couple weeks, right? Right? When you get the gallbladder out, like most things return to normal within a few weeks, right? I thought. What do you mean no more spicy food? Anyway. So I wasn't sure what I was going to play when I came back, but Armored Core's been all over my timeline because of the Otome game stuff. Because people are like, Armored Core is totally an Otome game, and I mean, they're not wrong. Well, I've never had any issues digesting it so far, so I'm not too worried. I think I'll be fine. I hope. Well, I mean, we're gonna see, because now that I'm set on getting the surgery, there's a chance that I don't have another flare-up, and I'm okay. But yeah. Yeah, because your gallbladder, well, I'm still gonna eat spicy food. Anyway, but yeah, it's been all over my timeline. Also, probably not this next week, but in the after next week, I want to start the book club, and maybe the membership Vagrant Story stream. Not stream. Well, there will be a stream, but the membership Vagrant Story server, I'm going to work on figuring that out. So everything got delayed because of health, but I'm trying. Also, I'll probably start posting some Vintage Story, not Vagrant Story. Vagrant Story is a very different game. I'll be playing some of that later too. Also probably going to make a second channel just for tech hobbyist stuff. I want to do a few lectures on introductory programming for artists. I want to do some 3D printing stuff on there. And basically, I want to do stuff that's not going to get buried by me doing a week of Armored Core or a week of Final Fantasy or something, if that makes sense. So, because I want to do more technical stuff in the future, and I want to do a lot of it, and if anything, I want to start focusing on it. But I'm also going to want to play, like, all of Dragon Quest, like, 3 in a single week. So I'm probably going to make a second channel, and I will make an announcement about that. Yeah, I want to play through all the Armored Core. I'm excited to play through all the Armored Core. Really, now that I'm doing well enough to stream, and hopefully well enough to work on projects again, I managed to solder a couple wires and do some voltage tests yesterday, but hopefully I can start like going through and completing games. Like I want to complete a bunch of Pokemon, some Armored Core. I've been convinced to restart Final Fantasy XIV, so maybe there'll be some of that. Maybe I'll do that on Twitch, actually. I know people like streams of that game for some reason. I don't know why. But anyway. But I'll probably do that like in combination of with Final Fantasy Tactics and Final Fantasy 12 and stuff. So anyway. Also, definitely more shmups. I really want to play shmups. I've been going a little stir crazy. I just want to play on my computer. I haven't been able to use my PC in weeks, which is annoying. It's just when I'm in a lot of pain, laying down in a bed is much better than sitting upright at a computer. Especially because it started fucking with my back. Yeah, I have over 400 hours in FF14. I haven't touched it in 4 or 5 years. So I haven't touched it in a while. A very long while. Check last login. I'm actually curious now. There was a there we go. There was this one I think looks it up. Okay. I can get the data. I can't get the data. Damn it. I thought there was a thing where it showed last playtime for in Steam. Like I thought that was a thing. Also, there's just gonna be some yapping this morning because I haven't streamed it so long. Library. Activity, maybe? My activity. Let's see. I want to see how long it's been. All right, there's a last played. Thing, Final Fantasy. Yeah, I can find that somewhere. Where is it? It would have been a while ago. Let's see. Final. June 20th, 2021. It's been almost 5 years. Anyway. And I have 437 hours in it. And I've just started Heaven's Ward. And I was not doing RP. So I was people watching and doing dress up and just kind of wandering and exploring. So, anyway, let's quickly do an arena. Match just to get back into it. Because we are at the final boss of the route.
Final arena combat aptitude evaluation program.
It's been so long. I think the last one was I was kind of crashing out because I was in a lot of pain trying to stream. I'm in a non-zero amount of pain trying to stream, but not nearly as bad as it was before. So. But yeah, splitting the channel just because I want to do a lot of gaming. But I also want to do a bunch of tech stuff. Like, I really want to do teaching and educational stuff. And just more hobbyist stuff, and I want that to be featured. I want to be able to do short videos about cool shit and like probably more edited and planned content. Like I will have like a PowerPoint and like drafted lectures if I do it as a stream and stuff. There we go. I remember how to play this game. I'm gonna actually move my tracker. Okay, cool. We're good. We are good. But yeah, I am... So next week my mom is coming and we are finally unpacking after almost 2 years and... Or after a year? About a year. And it should be good. I'll actually be able to work on projects and do things and not live in... I am planning on jumping back to Gen 1. I actually played to that, got to the Kingsfield level. I was really, really enjoying it, and then stopped for some reason. So I'm probably going to go through and then rack up a lot of debt and get all of the human experimentation done for both the main game and the arena modes. Alright, here we go.
Raven, I was the one who fired the satellite cannons. I know that you've made your choice.
I don't like this route.
Then I must do my duty.
I don't like this route.
As a
Yeah,
Revenian.
yeah, Chovik. All of my stuff is just in boxes in the basement. I've been living out of boxes for a year. It's not ideal.
Come to me, Raven.
Yeah, I'm gonna do Human Plus and Armored Core 1. How many times have I played through this one? I did a full run through when I first got the game. Then I streamed this route before, but I lost the VODs. So I'm streaming this one, and then I haven't done the other routes since the game came out.
This ship's pretty roughed up. Autopilot's out. We'll have to do it the old-fashioned way.
Done, I need to...
I'll leave the satellites to you, tourist.
There we go. Just needed to move some windows.
You know, for a tourist, you've got a sense of humor. Good luck out there.
Raven. I know you can still see it.
This one is... Yeah, this is a hell of a start for getting back into the game after like a month.
And yet you turned your back on our shared potential. You want to silence us forever.
Ooh, okay. We will be fine.
Raven,
I'm gonna lock in briefly, and then I'll probably just start yapping again.
you will never burn Rubicon.
Main system activating combat mode.
Okay.
I will stop you.
Surely this will be easy and didn't take me like
Our shared resolve.
an entire day. Last time I did this, that involved a voice call and everything. Also, I refuse to lock on. I will never lock on in this game.
I saw the potential for our future within you. You and I could have walked together.
Yep, that's how it's going to go. That's how it's going to go. Whoop, whoop. Shit.
50%.
I forgot how to heal. Is it that one? No. That one? There we go.
Remaining.
Yeah, no, so I'm kind of... The reason I'm gonna play 14 is because we went to the Square Enix pop-up shop and I saw the behelmeted Serpent of Ronka as a plush, and I was like, I love this thing. This is one of the cutest creatures I've ever seen. So I picked it up. And now I'm determined to meet it in game. That's the entire reason I'm starting 14 again. Although now apparently you can mostly play it as a single player RPG. So I'm gonna do a lot of that. Because they added the trust system since I stopped playing.
AP at 50%. AP at 30%. One repair kit remaining.
Ooh. I mean, I just started Heaven's Ward. Hold on, my hand's in a lot of pain? Give me a second. That's weird. I haven't had hand pain in a while. Well, I haven't been using my computer. Okay, I'm gonna just do some stretches. Hopefully that'll help. I don't know where my brace is, unfortunately. No, we're gaming today. I'm gaming today, no matter what. But yeah, I guess I haven't held a controller in a few weeks, so I wouldn't have noticed if I hurt my hand in that way, because that injury doesn't pop up when I'm using my phone. Yeah, so now that there is the trust system, I'm interested in experiencing at least some of the game.
Thing back.
I'm also very interested in
At 30%.
I think they redid the glamour system in 14
Realize what you are.
so that you can use job specific and class specific armor on other classes, which opens up so many possibilities. So I'm gonna have fun with that.
50%.
Yeah, I thought you were there, Soma.
AP at 30%.
I'll end this, Raven.
Alright, once I die, I'm going to
Brothers and sisters.
go look for my brace. Because this is actually extremely painful.
Humanity wants to be
I'm gonna be honest. So I have the goal of meeting the oof.
you were the only
Okay, I'm gonna go grab the brace. That wasn't bad though for a first time playing a game in a while. Alright. Thought it was around here. Is it not around here? Oh no. Hi, Grib. Do you know where it went? So it's not actually the button pressing that's stressing, it's just gripping the right half of the controller is putting a lot of stress on my hand. And I am not finding my brace, which is not ideal. Hi, Gubbo. Nuts. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna just try gripping a couple other controllers. Usually the DualSense isn't too bad on them, but I have the 8-bit Do controller that I like using. I could use the fight stick on this, that would be ideal. That's the... If I could use the Pro 2 controller, the Switch Pro controller, that would be awesome, but for some reason that thing starts glitching after a little while? How about... Oh, what if I use a PS2 controller? What if we use an OG PS2 controller? I might try that. Yeah, there's just like a... I don't know if it's a tendon or something? But something stressing the way that, my hand grips that. And I think the PS2 controller, because the grip is shorter, is probably going to work well. Grib, why are you in my chair? You have your own chair. You have your own chair that you love. All right. Yeah, PS1, PS2 controller, go. I don't know if Rumble's going to be supported. That might be a little bit iffy. If it isn't, I might switch back, but it's fine. Grub, I need my chair. Hi. Yes, this is my chair, hon. I need it. I need to be able to sit down. There we go. Lots of grub. No, okay, she's on top of the computer. Good girl. Good girl, baby. All right. Let's switch controllers. So yeah, this might be a shorter stream because I can't find my brace, which is less than ideal. And the pain was extremely bad. Some of the worst hand pain I've actually had in months.
I will stop you.
Okay.
Space machine.
Oh, PS2 controller is lovely. Okay, this is good.
I saw the potential for our future within you.
I might just have to retire the DualSense. Like, I like it as a controller. But I think unless it has haptic triggers, I just might have to not use it. It's just, yeah, it's a little bit too big for the grip. So basically with this controller, I can kind of contort my hand and wrist into the most comfortable position. Like I can hold my controller weird. DualSense wants you to hold it in a very specific way. It's a very comfortable way normally, but the problem is it does stress out the injury on my hand. It's not firing.
AP at 30%.
It's... Why are you not firing? Alright, I can't use this controller. L2 and R2, are just... Why did it kill my display? Hello? Hello? Why did everything die? No, they were mapped correctly. I think it's just not... I think maybe the converter is having trouble with it. It could be the converter. It could be something else. I don't know. I'll play with it later. Also, I don't know why VTube Studio decided to die. It's weird. Armored Core light novel. Okay, I will check that out. VTube Studio, are you tracking now? No. The application crashed. That's weird. I'm having way too many technical difficulties for a stream back. Okay, yes. All right. It's mad that I unplugged the PS2 controller. It's really mad that I unplugged it. Hello, VTube Studio? Why are you not rendering? Why? What is going on? It's now going to black screen. Can you see me moving? Am I moving now? Hello? Okay, and the OBS... What is going on? Oh my god, it broke every... I can't focus on a window. It blacks out. If I focus on VTube Studio, it blacks out. I can't tab into Armored Core. Let me relaunch that. Oh my god, what is going on? Graphics card looks fine. Why? What is going on? I'm so confused. And now Armored Core won't launch. Oh my god. I switched to the 8-bit Dova Pro 2. Which is the controller I traditionally use for everything that isn't Armored Core. Mostly just because it has a good D-pad. Okay. Oh my god. Did... How did everything break? Is Explorer broken? Is it NVIDIA? Yeah, I can't tab in. Alright, hold on. Hold on. Stream is gonna die for a second while I try and fix this. Hello? Am I back? Are we back? Why is my graphics card not... going? What? The fans aren't going. Please, please, please. No, I haven't. I haven't done anything. Let's open up the NVIDIA app, maybe? Not that. Please tell me it has, like, GPU monitoring or something. No, but usually it at least runs a little bit. For some stuff. Alright, well, I can't... I have to play through OBS, you guys. Oh well. Yeah, we're playing through OBS. Technical difficulties, so playing through OBS, please be gentle. Okay, well, this is a weird stream. A very weird stream. Everything has been weird too. Okay, well, that's... Yeah, I wasn't having issues before. But everything is... Alright. Yeah, everything is struggling a whole lot. It'll be okay. It'll be okay. Why is this the... Why is this... is this the stream back? Why? No, it was online actually. It was up. Stream settings. Okay, well we can turn off DVR at least. Okay, we're good. Okay. Well, we're still playing through OBS, but I should be able to at least see everything. Yeah, since it's encoding, that's why I thought the GPU would be spooled up. But whatever. And I also have to like move all the windows because everything is broken. How bad could it be? It's pretty bad. I also need to change the controller layout. There we go. You know, I could make a fun video about the whole drama that was happening with all of that back in the day. It is an interesting time capsule of how things were. Okay. Though if I am going to make a essay talking about a hot, spicy topic, it will be Smash is not a fighting game, but Tetris is on the main channel. I think that'll...
I will stop you and the Cylon, carrying our shared resolve on the wings of this machine.
Oops. Hold on, I need to adjust gameplay. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna have to just... Sorry, adjusting to controller. Oof. This is bad.
Main system activating combat mode.
I don't use this controller for this game.
And the Cylon, carrying our shared resolve on the wings of this machine.
So my muscle memory is all fucked.
Symbiosis, a shared life. I saw the potential for our future within you. You and I could have walked together.
Alright. Could be worse. It could be a lot worse. What? And I need to move this over. Just playing through... Yeah, OBS amplifies it. It sure do. And then the different controller... Yeah. No, my brain is like screaming right now. Alright, let's edit. Okay. No, what is duplicated? Shift controls? Okay, type A. Whatever, we're just gonna have to adjust to completely new controls, which is not ideal. Oh yeah, my hand's not hurting anymore, so it was worth it.
AP at 50%.
Yeah, it is worth it, but I can definitely just
AP at 30%.
oof. Okay. Yeah, my brain is screaming right now. Just because I'm so used to using PlayStation layout controllers, and now I'm using a Nintendo layout controller, and it's so confused. Yeah, if I had the new model rigged, I would put up my blue screen toggle. Also, there's a blue screen toggle in the new model.
AP at 50%.
Ow. Never mind. My hand still hurt. We're going back to the DualSense. The least hurty one was the PlayStation 2 one, which isn't working. Thank you, Cooper. At least now my brain won't kill me. Why do controllers have... It's annoying. No. No, I don't need new firmware. Okay. All right. Let's see how the... Oh, yep. Okay. There we go. Why is this boss the technical difficulty boss? Oh well. Oh well, oh well.
Main system activating combat mode.
I will stop you and the siren. Carrying a shared
It's fine. If I can get the Switch Pro 2 controller working, I'll probably start using that for every game. Just because I think it'll be... I think it is the least hand hurty. Saffron, thank you for the raid. Thank you, thank you. We are playing the boss of my least favorite route of Armored Core 6, and I'm having every technical difficulty go wrong. My graphics card is blacking out the active window, so I'm having to play Armored Core, which is a pretty well, it's like a Souls-like. It's a pretty, you know, high reflex-heavy game through OBS. Having to play it through OBS, and then also having my right hand is in sharp pain right now, and I'm having issues with all my controllers. So it is an interesting time to be playing one of the hardest fights in the game, but we're doing our best. Yeah, I will find my hand brace after the stream. Not sure what the good way we're suffering in is. I mean, this game's fun. Oof. Yeah, I short-circuited my brain by switching controllers, and now I'm trying to adjust back. Yeah, the good suffering is playing Armored Core. I do like Armored Core. Saffron, what were you playing? Sorry, I meant to do that. I'm just like... This is my first stream from since traveling and having to start... having to... My brain is failing me. Having to stop because of illness. So this is the first game back. And it is, it's been an interesting stream. Yeah, there will be a blue screen toggle eventually. I need to finish the rigging. The model is done except for the headscarf, the kerchief. I'm not hiding anything from the model. It's just 1.5. Just some new toggles, some new details. Yeah, no, I'm really excited. Holly Mama did a really good job. It'll be I'm so excited for it. General quality of life improvements, new eyes, that'll be fun. Yeah, I'm gonna have a rigged tail, a rigged ahoge. I will be writing an application that allows me to control bits of it through ankle tracking and foot pedals and brain tracking, or brain interface. Yeah, so that'll be interesting.
Repair kits remaining. AP at 50%. AP at 30%.
Just have a little bit of contract work I want to get done first, and then I'm going to try work on that. Yeah, that project is... I'm excited about that. It's OSC to VTube Studio, which should be nice. So basically, anything that works with VR chat should work with VTube Studio. So full body motion capture, you can add those to specific parts of your model. So like I could do, like, I can't really sway, even though my body, it has been pretty wiggly this entire stream, so I'm gonna have tracking for that. Instead of it just all being based on your head, which should be nice. And, you know, I can use MIDI controllers and sliders and dials and all of that. So I'm gonna get that working, try it out with the new rig, and have a few people beta test it, I think, and then try and release it publicly for free. Hello, Zenth. Can I just... playing this through OBS sucks so bad. Oh my god. Like, usually I'm not that sensitive to lag and all of that, but with this, I can definitely feel it. It's pretty bad. And I'm like seeing hiccups and stuff, and it is... Oh... Just predict where... It's not a fighting game. I can't play like that. That is how I actually have to play fighting games, because of the reaction time issues. Because I have extra slow response times to sensory triggers.
AP at 50%.
To like audio-visual, specifically.
AP at 30%.
So for fighting games, I have to kind of predict...
You are strong. Dangerous. I hold nothing back.
I mean, I refuse to blame lag,
Repair kits
but it certainly isn't helping. Yeah, fighting games work well because it's predictive element. Rhythm games work well because I set it up so that the speed of the notes on the course for like the mobile games, for like your Bandori style games, kind of perfectly match with my reaction speed. So I was able to like do I was able to perfect a lot of tracks, thankfully, back when I played Bandori.
at 30%.
Oof. Okay. Come on, we're gonna heal. I did not mean to boost there.
AP at 50%.
Okay,
I realize what you are.
halfway.
A spark of war. Fires that haunt Rubicon.
I was hardcore in the Bandori mines. I love that game. I dropped it because I drop every mobile game, but I really like the gameplay in it too.
No repair kit.
Like, I'm not a huge rhythm game player, but the tracks were fun, the music was good. It was like just like the right level of difficulty to play things on like max difficulty.
I'll end this, Raven.
And like go for perfects and full combos. Yep, we are dead. Okay, well, getting back into the hang of things, even through OBS. This was definitely a choice for the first game back. I probably should have played Pokemon.
Main system activating.
I probably would have had a much better time with Pokemon.
I will end the silence.
I do like this game though.
Carrying our shared resolve on the wings of this machine. Symbiosis, a shared life.
Oh, I was thinking of model kit. I do have a question. If I split between a tech hobbyist channel, like education stuff, and Gunpla, no, and this channel where I'm like mostly focused on games, like non-educational, where does Gunpla go? This one? Okay. Yeah, I'll put it on here then. Hand cam cozy stuff. That's true. I could do hand cam compilations for projects. But yeah, Lego will go here, Gunpla goes here.
AP at 50.
But if I'm like 3D printing and doing a bunch of scratch building stuff, maybe that... No, I'll probably put that here. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think the other channel, the big thing will be not really stream focused.
Dangerous. I will hold nothing back.
AP at 30%.
I have played way harder otome games. Well, not really otome games, but like some like visual novel and stuff like are actually like really hard. What was it? Long Live the Queen? Is that the name of that game? I mean, that's a racing game. It's somewhere between a visual novel and a racing game. That game is hard as fuck. Way harder than this.
AP at 50%.
Are racing games just the roguelites of visual novels?
AP at 30%. One repair kit remaining.
I haven't seen Villainous Reincarnation, but I have seen, a few mecha game isekais.
Fires that haunt Rubicon.
That are pretty solid.
AP at 50%.
Yeah, now I'm just thinking about visual novel roguelites. Like, I think there's something there.
AP at 30%.
I'll end this, Raven.
Like, if you think about it, they're like
Remaining.
a choose your own adventure. Isn't that different from a lot of modern roguelites, right? So I think you could do something with a visual novel format. That's kind of Hades. Yeah, but without the gameplay. Like, the gameplay takes place in the dialogue trees. Actually, wait, hold on. There's like a million porn games that are literally this.
The only one.
What am I talking about? This is already well, this is already a pretty well explored genre. It's just entirely H games.
Main system activating combat mode.
I will stop you and the Cylon, carrying our shared resolve on the wings of this machine. Symbiosis, a shared life. I saw the potential for our future with
Yeah, text adventure games. Yep.
you and I could have walked together.
Anyway, this might just be me talking about out of my ass, but does it seem like visual novels have like slowly become more acceptable to the mainstream gamer? Like, it feels like we have more either straight up visual novels or adjacent games that are becoming more mainstream. What was the one stream game that everyone was playing? It was about, like, Kill the Princess or something? You get games like that. You have things like 100 Line. Yeah, Slay the Princess. You have things like Dispatch, which are...
Hold nothing back.
And you have more... a lot of narrative games, too. You have your Disco Elysiums, which are... No, they're not visual novels, but... Yeah, I'm just like, I'm interested. Doki Doki Literature Club. So, I refuse to accept Doki Doki Literature Club as a game that is normalizing visual novels because it, by definition, is a, oh, we're not by like other visual novels, even though everything about it is exactly like other visual novels. There's not an original thing in that game. But so any game that claims to be a subversion or a, oh, we're not like other things it takes, I think is automatically disqualified. If that makes sense.
I realize what you are. The spark of war. The fires that haunt Rubicon.
A lot of the DDLC like stuff did, I think, claim to be not like other visual novels. I remember a lot of that going around. I know it pissed off a lot of visual novel friends.
Main system activating combat mode.
I will stop you and the Cylon, carrying our shared resolve on the wings of this machine. Symbiosis, a shared life.
Yeah.
I saw the potential for our future within you. You and I could have walked together.
Like, so you have your Doki Doki Literature clubs, but then you have... It's kind of weird. Western VNs are weird because there are people that are like, well, we're not like those weird Japanese ones. Like, oh, we're an original take, a subversion. Especially dating sims. It's mostly, people are like really averse to dating sims for some reason. But then, like, some of the ones that people trot out are like your Kadoe shoujos are like literal love letters to the genre. Which is why a lot of the people that worked on that game went on to work on a lot of events.
AP at 30%.
A friend made I don't know if it's a visual novel or if it's just going to be a text adventure game. I really need to check it out. They are... I think her channel name is Kusa Colonel on YouTube. She named after the Mega Man character,
Two repair kits.
Colonel Man? Is it Colonel Man or is it just Colonel? I don't remember. I'm remembering the Colonel and Iris. But... Ooh.
Hold nothing back.
Anyway, I recommend their channel, actually.
At 30%.
Kusa Colonel. It is mostly, yeah, Colonel.exe. But I think they actually came from the Mega Man X series. Originally. I know them as Colonel.exe. Because the Battle Network games were my games. We are playing those, by the way. I am going on a Mega Man arc. That's why I'm splitting the channels. I want to like get more hardcore into gaming, and ironically, I'm going to be streaming way more regularly once I'm in my master's program and working on projects more regularly.
System activating combat.
Because it turns out, yeah, Kuso. Okay, Kuso. I thought it was Kusa. Kuso Colonel. But Kuso makes sense because she loves Kuso games.
Symbiosis, a shared life.
I recommend that channel.
I saw the potential for our future
I need to watch more of the videos, but she tends to put a lot of research into things and really enjoys obscure games out there. So my brain has just not been working, so I've just not been engaging with anything thought-provoking. I've been watching RuneScape Slop. Just when you're in a lot of pain, it's hard to do things. It's hard to think. It's hard to... Hi, Grubby. All the controller vibrations can't be comfy. She's, like, settled under my arms, but I can, like... Yeah. But anyway, when I'm in my master's, I'm going to be probably working on a lot of stuff because the best motivation is procrastination. The second best motivation is spite. But I am doing my best to not... I have wanted to make a lot of angry videos like my 3D printer one, but I don't want to do that. Like, I feel like my posts on Twitter are even too much. Like, they always get good engagement, but, like, I don't know. I don't want to steep myself in more negativity than I already do. I feel like I'm not hitting enough. I'm wondering if I'm keeping the wrong range from the opponent. Hi, Grubby. I think I am. Yeah, I become...
You are strong. Dangerous. I hold nothing.
Yeah, well, it wouldn't be rage baiting. It would be talking about issues that upset me, but I don't know. Like, I have no objection to rage bait videos, actually. I really want to make some spicy take videos that are things like, you know, Smash is not a fighting game, but Tetris is. And then have it be, this is well researched, I think, is the whole thing. Because that's fun. I like doing, like, not even hot takes, insane takes? But then following it up and making it into something that's actually informational and educational in, like, discussing a topic in depth, that's fun. I'm going to make the Elves Are Furries video. I think those videos are going to be great. I'm really excited for them. But, yeah, no, but my rate, like, yeah.
Main system activating combat.
I will stop you and the Siren. Carrying our shared resolve on the wings.
And I do think I want to do more long-form stuff. Or, like, more, videos. Those are fun to make.
Shared life.
Um,
I saw the potential for our future within you.
so, I'm excited for that.
We have walked together.
Like like, because I've been very sick, I've been playing a lot of RuneScape in bed, because that's one of the few games I can, like, easily engage with, because it's pretty low mental load.
50%.
And I can do it in basically any condition, position, not condition, any condition, really.
AP at 30%.
They're designed to rage bait, but I think that the important part with any of that is it has to be something that I genuinely believe, or I at least, like, 80% believe. Like, I don't think Smash is a fighting game. I think, historically and culturally, it is not a fighting game. I think that there has been historically a separation between FGC and Smash. Even at venues, the crowd, you don't really get game overlap.
Main system activating
Whereas something like Guilty Gear or Street Fighter or Tekken, less Tekken, because Tekken's a very different game, but you'll get people playing multiple games at a tournament. Smash players play Smash.
Symbiosis, a shared life. I saw the potential for our future within you.
Or you'll have people jump games a lot, too. Like, you know, they might be a Union player, then they become a Guilty Gear or a Blaze Blue, or, you know, jumping between the games, because, like, the skills transfer. And the community transfers and all of that, but not really with Smash. It's, like, very its own thing. But then also, yeah, so it's a different crowd. It doesn't exist in the same arcade ecosystem that the other games grew out of, even if they're not arcade titles. They still have their roots in arcade centers.
You are strong. Dangerous.
Which is, I think, very important.
Hold nothing back.
And they have different goals, too. They have different design goals. Smash has historically been a party game. It's meant to be, you go and have a good time with friends, whereas fighting games are historically, you know, like, they're designed to be competitive. That's not to say that Smash isn't a competitive game,
repair kits remaining.
but the priorities are different. Smash is focusing a much more, the primary audience is a much more casual player base. You can play it competitively and at a high level, And this is not to disparage competitive Smash, like, but it's very different. Even the input systems are completely different, if you think about it. Smash is a game very focused on analog movement, whereas fighting games have always been, like, you know, it's always discrete digital movement and inputs.
One repair kit remaining.
That's why it took forever for people to make arcade stick format Smash controllers. I mean, they do, but they're kind of hacky. Anyway, that's also, like, they have a controller modding scene, but it's very different. It is more aesthetic mod. There's like a few tweaks that you do to it, but it's not anything near like the arcade stick modding scene. It's just all very different. Meanwhile, Tetris, it didn't originate in an arcade scene, but it joined the arcade scene. There are Tetris cabs, and there are many, many, many puzzle fighters. Like, you know, you go into a arcade cabinet, you'll often find a Tetris or a Puyo cap. That's pretty common. And so, Versus Tetris is a fighting game. Solo Tetris isn't. And it has the same thing with, it has the same inputs as fighting games, like the same community with the controller and all of that. Anyway.
Main system activating.
But yeah, Tetris wasn't originally a fighting game, but it's had convergent evolution to the point that it's now it's like Carsonized. Does that make sense?
Symbiosis, a shared life. I saw the potential for our future within you.
Anyway,
Could have walked together.
whereas Smash has never done that. Smash has always been its own thing with its own, like, with its own family of games that don't really overlap. So. Is Pokemon a fighting game? That's an interesting discussion, I think, actually, thinking about it. Pokemon is, if you break it down, it is similar. It's that same kind of rock, paper, scissors prediction-based gameplay. You just remove the mechanical elements from it.
Main system activating.
But, like, is competitive Pokemon a fighting game?
I will stop you and the Cylon.
It doesn't have the arcade culture, I think, though. Would be the difference.
Symbiosis, a shared
But I think Pokemon plays more similarly to a fighting game than Smash does.
for our future within you. You and I could have walked together.
Smash is very, and I might be wrong. I have not played Smash at a competitive level, but Smash feels very reactive almost, and Smash doesn't seem to simplify down to rock, paper, scissors. Smash seems more mechanical in nature.
AP at 50%.
Like, it feels more like mechanical execution, whereas mechanical execution in a fighting game isn't as big a deal as people make it out to be. Like, it's there, it's important,
AP at 30%.
but once you can do your combos without dropping them, A lot of the mechanical execution, except for games that have, like, you know, specific things that are very high execution based, kind of falls away. Whereas I feel like, yeah, it feels like the mechanical execution falls away to some point in fighting games. Whereas in Smash, it feels like it becomes even more important. Depends on the game. I think for most 2D fighters that holds. 3D fighters are a little weird because 3D fighters have much more, I think they're much more like mechanics heavy. 3D fighters are also much more about movement. I mean, Smash is about movement, I think, is how I would describe it. Smash is about movement, whereas 2D fighters are about prediction. Uh, 3D fighters are like a weird in-between. This isn't gonna go well.
I realize what you are. The spark of war. Fires that haunt Rubicon.
AP at 30%.
I'll end this, Raven.
Yeah. I don't know. Anyway. So movement is very, very important in a fighting game. But that's not... Your positioning and your movement is part of the prediction? Does that make sense? It's part of the rock, paper, scissors game. Whereas it feels like movement is not part of anything in Smash. Movement's like the core element. Your mechanical execution and your movement is so important in Smash.
Symbiosis, a shared life. I saw the potential for our future with them.
Whereas mechanical execution isn't as important in fighting games. You have pro-level players who are not amazing at mechanical execution. Can't remember names now, but it has been a thing in the past where they're just very good at the mental game, and that's enough.
AP at 50%.
And then Tekken's a weird beast. 3D fighters in general are weird beasts.
AP at 30%.
It doesn't simplify nearly as easily. Well, because you're literally adding another dimension to it.
AP at 50%.
You are strong, dangerous. I will hold nothing back.
Whereas I think Tetris simplifies similarly to a fighting game. Because it's not about mechanical execution in the same way of you need to be able to do the movements of moving your piece, doing your T-spins and all of that. And it's non-trivial to be moving things as quickly as as quickly and as accurately as you're thinking of them. But anyway. The Tetris is weird because you're, you know, it's a solo player game that you're doing hindered by while hindering the opponent. So you know, it doesn't turn into the same rock, paper, scissors as a fighting game. Like, so it's different in that way, but I think it's
Main system activating.
culturally a fighting game. Competitive Tetris.
I will stop you and the Cylon. Carry our shared resolve on the wings of this machine. Symbiosis, a shared life. I saw the potential for our future within you. You and I could have walked together.
All right, actually, where is the... Why am I having so much trouble more than I had earlier? Is it actually the OBS? It might actually be the OBS.
AP acting.
That kind of... that's a bummer. I also don't love the targeting. Yeah, it's parallel competition like a racing game. But I mean, Mario Kart was on Evo. OBS introduces anywhere to up a half a second of latency. Fuck. Yeah, that'd do it. Should I add the text? Playing on OBS. Please be gentle.
2 repair kits remaining.
Ooh.
AP acting 50%.
You're strong. Dangerous.
If there was a lock-on,
I will hold nothing back.
I don't think lock-on would make this easier.
1 repair kit remaining. AP acting 50%.
There she is. I mostly, up until literally right there, I've mostly not been losing her. But yeah, it's enough. Okay, I will put text on. Why is my mouse not working? There it is. Text. Whoop. Having to play through OBS. Frowny face. Okay. Can I add a... Can I not add a stroke? Oh, I can't add a stroke, I guess. That's annoying. Okay, well. Honestly, maybe I go into the assembly with these. I do like using the Harris, but I could use the Renzetsus maybe? Is it AR or RF that I'm thinking of? I think it's the RFs. I cannot see the load and EN load, but I assume it's fine. And we'll use this one. All right.
Resolve on the wings of this machine. Symbiosis, a shared life. I saw the potential for our future within you. You and I.
That's not terrible.
Together.
Yeah, I don't hate this rhythm. There we go. This is going well. Come on. Ah, damn it. I was hoping to just do a little bit more damage.
At 30%.
You are strong. Dangerous. I hold nothing back.
Okay.
50%. AP at 30%.
Okay.
The spark of war. Fires that haunt Rubicon.
1 repair kit remaining.
Okay. This isn't the best run, but I'm not minding this. This is going okay. That attack is always annoying.
I'll end this, Raven.
Maybe I should go back to the Harris. I do like the new targeting though. I think the
You were the only one.
nah, I think I want them a little bit more oomph to them. Yeah. What happens if we switch out one of the bolts for a... We don't have enough EN for that. Never mind.
Main system activating combat mode.
I will stop you and the Cylon, carrying our shared resolve on the wings of this machine. Symbiosis, a shared life. I saw the potential.
Yeah, I
for
could try the
future within you.
Curtis.
You and I could have walked together.
There we go. Okay, no. Yep. Okay, I think I'm the right... Yes. There we go. This feels good.
AP at 50%. AP at 30%. 2 repair kits remaining.
Oh, shit.
AP
Maybe I will lock on,
at 30%.
because I completely missed that attack, actually.
I will hold nothing back.
That is the one problem with Air, is she's so mobile.
I realize what you are. A spark of war. Fires that haunt Rubicon.
There we go. Okay.
I'll end this, Raven.
Accidentally charged the gun. Oh god. Okay, well, that wasn't bad. Yeah, I know Grubby. I know Gub Gub. I've been calling her Gub lately. It went from Griddle to Grib to Grub, and now it is Gub. You poor child.
Activating combat mode.
The Gub. Gub Gub.
I will stop you.
Gub Gub Gub.
The silo.
This is fun to say.
Carrying our shared
But yeah, so it's been Gubby.
of this machine. Symbiosis, a shared life. I saw the potential for our future with the moon. You and I could have walked together.
Yeah, soon it'll be Go. And then Small Dog and Disaster have been using Gag for good egg grub, or Beg for bad egg grub. It's like, how has she been today? Oh, she's been Beg.
50%.
Because she is the problem child.
At 30%.
Okay. How many of the 20 nicknames did she respond to?
Hold nothing back.
I don't know. Who? Griddle, Grib.
50%.
At least those ones for sure. Grib, Grib. Grib, Grub. But I've seen her, like, ears twitch in recognition for a lot of them. I mean, I also kind of use the same tone of voice when I'm calling to her.
Fires that haunt Rubicon.
So God knows if it's actually her name that she's responding to. It just might be the tone of voice. Yeah.
50%.
Like, she definitely knows some words. She knows no, and she doesn't like it. That's her, like, least favorite word.
AP at 30%.
I'll end this, Raven. Humanity wants to burn it all. Everything. Raven.
Thank God. Okay.
Our shared dream.
I know, I killed we won't kill her again. I promise. Least favorite route though, because yeah, it's the one where we killed the pretty voice robot lady. I really like Air. No, now we're on to New Game Plus.
There were no winners at the close of the Coral War. When the storm of fire finally faded, only the ashes of civilization remained. Ruined and haunted, the corporations made a joint announcement with the Planetary Closure Administration. Rubicon was to be abandoned, left a dead planet forever. Meanwhile, the monster who burned the stars vanished into the flames, never to be heard from again. Yet history would forever remember. The fires of Raven.
Yeah, we killed the whole planet. Yeah, that's definitely kind of the bad ending. Kind of extremely the bad ending.
Verified. Playing back message. Sender. Handler Walter.
Looks like you got the job done. You chose to carry our burden and right the wrongs of the past. I'm sorry. And I'm grateful. 621. There's nothing left to bind you. Whatever choices you make now, I just hope you find your true potential.
Yep. I mean, they're all sad. There's not a happy ending in this game.
Registration number RB23. Call sign Raven. Authentication complete. Removing MIA status. Restoring access privileges. This is Allmind, the mercenary support system. Raven, you've returned. Welcome back. Allmind anticipates great things from you.
Looks like you passed the authentication. That was quite the welcome home. Well, whatever. Raven, that's who you are now. You're on Rubicon. I've picked up some work for you already. Take a look, 621.
All right. We got anything new? Yeah, so it skips the opening, but it does it in definitely a little bit of a... It's very intentional about how they frame it. Spooky is, yeah. It is a little bit spooky. It is a hell of a way to start it. Yeah, the All Mind is... Oh, it's... Do I want to call it today? I haven't been streaming very long. And my hand's doing okay, actually, now. Grub has kind of forced it into an okay position. Thank you, Kiaru, for the 13 months of membership. Thank you, thank you. Huh, something smells burning. What smells burning? I don't know. Maybe it's what's wrong with my computer. Probably not my GPU. I see smoke. I see a little bit of smoke. I'm gonna stop now and I'm gonna shut down the computer. Thank you guys for coming. I will see you tomorrow. It might just be dust buildup. I'm assuming it's just dust buildup. Okay, bye. Oh, Tibui.